y me llama el cocinero. Risita, ¿qué? Ve por la paellera. Venga, que las 2 de la tarde ya están aquí. Miren, bañador, en las chanclas. Todo despeinado porque no me dio tiempo nada ponerme las chanclas y el bañador. Voy a la playa, había subido la marea. Eso. Eso. Había subido la marea y encontré una paella.
Sup, dudes? Welcome to another video. So tier list. You guys have seen them all over YouTube. People have made them. I'm kind of late to the trend, but it doesn't matter. So a few days ago, I decided to go and look at the Stylus Forum Phantom Forces gun tier list, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's fucking garbage. If you're gonna put the MTA1 at A tier and the G3 at S tier, no. So you know what? I decided to make my own tier list. But sadly, I don't have a lot of time to do it for every single primary, so I'm gonna do this in small parts. So today, we're gonna start off with the assault rifles. So before this actual thing starts, I think I need to put a few things out there. First of all, of course, this is my opinion, and now let me break down how I use, which criteria I use to to see if the gun's like good or not. First of all is how it was used in competitive play. Back in my day, I used to play a lot of competitive Phantom Forces, and some guns were used way more than others. Secondly, all our guns have full attachments to reduce the recoil as much as they can. And third, I look at the CQC damage, the CQC capabilities like close range, medium range, and long range, and of course recoil. And that's basically it. So I streamed all of this, I think, on 28th of July. I don't know when this video is gonna come, not July, June. So I'm not gonna know when this video is gonna come out, but I will leave a link to the stream archive in the description so you guys can see what I did. I'm also gonna play some clips on the stream in the background. But yeah, let's get to it. Well, let me get this out of the way. In D and C tier, we have nothing. After testing every single one of the assault rifles with really good attachments, I can't justify any of these guns being mid or bottom tier. They're all the assault rifles are at least a B tier in my list. Alright, so to start off in the B tier, we have the AK-12. Now the AK-12, it's actually a pretty solid gun with the right attachments. It has a very solid mid-range. It has decent long range. And maybe if you can find hollow point attachments, you can make it into a above average CQC gun, but aside from that, it can't really bring a lot else to the table. I tried putting armor piercing, but it doesn't really help this thing at long range, which is why the range aspect of it can't really be improved any further. So yeah, that's simply the AK-12. It's good, but unless they buff it, I don't see this gun moving up from B tier anytime soon. Now up next we have the AN-94. Now the AN-94, it's a gun that can actually do everything. Close range, long range, mid range, it doesn't matter. Why? It's because of this weird burst thing it has. Because you can switch to auto, and if you just keep spam clicking, you can have around like 1,000 fire or something dumb like that. If you just click fast enough, this gun will fire super fast. And if you need to go long range, it's already an auto, so you just hold the mouse, fire at a stable 600, and you'll get people at range no problem. Not to mention this thing has faster bullet speed than most assault rifles, so there's not a lot of bullet drop. But yeah, and also if you want this gun to be like close range special, you put hollow point on it. Long range special, you put armor piercing bullets on it. And yeah, I mean, what else do I have to say? The N94 is actually really underrated, so obviously it's an S tier. Up next we have the A as well. Basically the best assault rifle in this one at close range. I mean, What else do I have to say about it? It is the go-to close-range weapon in competitive. It is a close-range god gun. It has a solid mid-range, no recoil, so technically you can maybe save your life against one person at long range, but I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, pretty simple. It's definitely S tier. Up next on the chopping block is a Scar. Now I actually like the Scar. When I used it, I was actually quite surprised. I thought this gun would be way worse than it is. I thought it would be a C tier gun at best. But its recoil may be a little rough, even with full attachments, but it is a very good long range weapon, a solid mid range weapon, but it does lack a lot in close range because of its mediocre 650 fire rate. But it's a solid gun, but I really can't rank it anything above B tier. So yeah, that it is. Scotta B tier. Now for the RG1. Now the RG1, as any competitive player knows, is the go-to long-range gun. That and another one which we will get to. But what else do I have to say? It's probably the best long-range assault rifle out of all of these. But yeah, it's also got a solid mid-range, lacks in close range though. But overall, its long range is just too powerful, man. A tier, easily. M16A4. I mean, what do I have to say about this gun? The stats don't lie. The only thing that sucks about this gun is that it's in burst mode. But if you can handle the burst mode, you have yourself a really good close range gun and a really good long range gun. And also a solid mid range. This gun is really, really good. So, yeah. 8, A plus tier. Alright, so up next we have the G36. I mean, what the fuck do I have to say about this gun? It was the god gun in competitive play. Everybody used it. No recoil. Great at close range. Great at long range. What else do you want me to say? S tier. Done. Now we have the M16A3. This gun's pretty good close range. Pretty solid long range. Although, there's a lot of assault rifles that beat the M16A3 in both close range and long range. There are other assault rifles. So yeah, I really can't put this anywhere above B tier. But it's a pretty solid gun though. The AG2 was actually surprising because I didn't expect it to be this good. It has no recoil. It has 3-shot kill close range, which makes it pretty good at close range. It has a pretty solid long range, although damage is only 20, which sets it back a bit. But yeah, this is another solid B tier gun. I would say B plus tier, just like the M16A3. Now we have the FAMAS. Now the FAMAS is great at close range because of its high fire rate. It has good long range, although the recoil is kind of wonky at times. But yeah, I mean, there's not much else I can say about the FAMAS. It's a solid, good A tier gun. Alright, so here we have the AK-12. Now, the AK-12's damage stats are stupid dumb across the board. It has a 2-tap headshot capability with its 40 damage, and yeah, it's actually kind of good at CQC because of that. And it can be great CQC if you can hit your headshots consistently. It also has good long range because with an angle grip and a compensator, the recoil only goes up, which is really easy to compensate for. And yeah, it's just really good. So I'm gonna give it an A tier. Alright, the RG3 is it's really weird. It has the fastest fire rate of all the AUGs, but I think its CQC capabilities, for some reason, they lack compared to the other two AUGs. I don't know if it's the recoil, I don't know what it is about it, but the CQC is lackluster. It's okay. But the long range, however, is really good, and you can make the long range even better with armor piercing bullets. It does have low recoil, so after looking at all of these, I really can't put this past B tier. So the LED 5A2 is another gun that is used a lot in competitive for long range maps like Desert Storm. So because of that, we already know that it's a really good long range gun. It's a 4-shot kill anywhere. It doesn't matter. And It's really low recoil and straightforward, only go up recoil. Can also, if you're good enough with it, lay claim to a pretty good close range. However, of course, it can get outclassed really easily though. So, but because the long range and recoil are so good, this gun will be an A tier. HK416. What a freaking amazing gun. Probably the best medium range assault rifle out of all of these. Great long range, great CQC because of its fire rate, and yeah, low recoil. I mean, it's not even a question. So this gun is an S tier. Okay, so the AK-74 probably surprised me the most out of all of this. 34 damage means it's a 3-shot kill at CQC, but this gun has no recoil for some reason when you put an angled and a compensator on it, which is amazing. But yeah, for that it also gets a great long range. You can also further enhance the CQC to a two tap headshot with hollow point. But yeah, overall this gun really surprised me. It's a really solid gun. And yeah, A tier baby. I wonder. What happens if we take the AK-47 and just give it less recoil? Oh, the AKM. Yeah. It's actually just the AK with a think a better no wait no I'm getting ahead of myself here. But yeah, it's just the AK-47 with less recoil. I don't even know, bro. So yeah, I would say it's gonna be either A plus tier or low S. So the AK-103, which is literally just a copy paste AKM. Bruh, I don't even know, man. Like, I mean, I guess it has a 3-round burst mode. It's not like anybody's gonna use it though. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut some time and put it at the same rank, A plus, either A plus or low S tier with the AK-103. So the M231, if used right, it's actually the best CQC gun in the game, especially with hollow point. But the problem is, if you want to run a setup where you can hit your shots, I think canted delta sight is mandatory. I mean, it depends. They added a default delta sight. I still haven't tested it. My setup is really outdated. But this thing was used by a select few people in competitive play, surprisingly, which is weird when you think about it. But it was only used on CQC maps. And the thing about it is, you have to use it in a very specific way. You have to aim it in a very specific way, which is why I ran canted delta sight. Because when you're in that sight mode, you have to aim at the fucking tip of the sight, not even at the reticle, like at the legit tip of the sight, and you'll hit your shots. There's gonna be a demonstration on the background footage so you guys can see it. But yeah, that's the M231. Because it sucks at everything else, is a B tier. And that's about it for the tier list. So to recap, B tier we have the AK-12, the SCAR-L, the AUG-2, the AUG-3, the M231, and the M16A3. In A tier we have the AUG-1, M16A4, FAMAS, AK-47, L85A2, AK-74, and the AKM AK-103, since they're both the same gun. S tier we have the AN-94, the AS-VAL, the G36, the HK and the HK416. Now the AK-103 AKM can technically go also etch itself into S tier, but I wasn't sure. I haven't really tested it enough to say, oh, it's an S tier gun. But I think in the right hands, it can definitely be an S tier gun. But overall, I think the gun's an A tier. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you have a complaint about this tier list, I'll leave a link to the complaint folder in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I got the AK in the back, broadside is attached. Vest is matty black, got the boots is black to match. Shooting up the school, these kids didn't think I'm cool. Now we choose the fool, the kids are in a pool. Can't nobody stop me shooting.